Welcome back to Green Tea Garden. So it's fall time in Long Island, New York. It's getting cold. In the night, we're in the low 50s. In the morning, it's freezing, but then coming in the day, it's in the mid 60s. And behind me, we have is the Tomatillos. And I'm going to show you, I'm topping it off right now. So topping it off means cutting the growing point so it doesn't continue to grow. And the reason why we're going to do that, this plant right here, it has many growing points that it will just grow non-stop, producing flowers and fruit non-stop. And the problem is, because it's getting so cold, I'm running out of time. And there's a bunch on the plants right now I'm going to show you, and they're not fully ripe, and that's the problem. If I let this continue growing, then the weather comes in cold, I'm not going to get a harvest. All I'm going to get is empty vessel basically in there, and there's nothing fully grown inside. So I'm going to show you. So if you ever see any gardeners say we're going to top this pepper plant, tomato plant, any plant, it's literally meaning cutting off the growing point. But don't be afraid. If you cut off the growing point and you have a lot of fruit on the bottom that's growing, they're still going to grow, they're still going to ripe. Garden is in a lot of construction right now. This is a plant, you could see it's massive, it's filled with tomatillos. Oh my god, this is exciting. I can't wait to taste one, and I never tasted one before. This is my first time growing them. If you notice, there's a lot of leaf and growing point missing. I already pruned out a bunch, but I'm going to show you exactly topping what I mean. In this video is about topping, so I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So right here we have another extra branch coming out, and if you could see right here, this is another growing point. We have the flower, and you can see growing tip right there, and we have another small one right over there. So now what are we going to do? You could use a pruner, or you could just pinch this off. I'm going to remove this whole piece here. Remove that. So now, and then I did cut out this earlier, cutting the top off. So now nothing is going to be growing further future here. It's just going to stop right here. Energy is going to be coming. See, I leave 3 leaves here. That's good enough. I leave 2 leaves here. Enough to help the plant still grow and still produce and coming. Now, this one right here, it's all over the place. It's literally all over. So we're going to come right here. See how small it is right here? Unfortunately, we do not have the time. So we're going to come and just top this whole off right here. Just pinch it off like that. See that? And the plant will still grow from the bottom. It will still grow the fruit and produce it, so you don't have to worry. If you have time, this plant could just grow a lot. It produce and grow a lot. Oh, look, my dog Kale is there. Hi, Kale. So when it comes down to harvesting, you could always feel them. You see that? You feel right there, and it stops right there, which means it's not ready yet. It has to be fully formed, and sometimes you'll see like this skin cover right here will just split open while the fruit just coming out. So that's a sign right there. You can see this one right here. I squeeze it, and it's like halfway filled, but it's not fully ripe yet. So that's why I definitely prune and top the plant off, because I have so much, over 20 to 30 of them, but none of them is ripe. So if you have a plant that has this problem, I recommend cut off all the growing tip and cut off any new growing spot. You gotta prune, and you gotta remove the growing tip. Look, there's another one right here. We come right here, look at that, see that, and just pinch it off. This is a tough one. We got it. Use a pruner, it's more safe. So now we stop the energy from going forward. The energy is going to be focusing on right there. So hopefully I got a little extra time by doing this. It will speed up the growing process, and I could get a bunch of harvest before winter comes. So if you're a beginner and you're experiencing the first time, you're getting into colder weather, and your stuff is not growing, or your tomatoes not turning red, or your peppers not turning red, what to do is to cut off the top, the growing point, top it off, and do some light pruning. This will help speed up the ripen process, the growing process, to make your vegetable or fruit grow bigger. Unfortunately, you know, we have to do this when it comes down to the weather like this. But if you have a long growing season, you don't need to top. You could always prune though. It's always prune some lower leaf in the bottom and stuff like that. It does help with airflow and help getting a better production from your plant. Alright, so thank you so much for watching Green Tea Garden. And if you're new, I'm in Long Island, New York, USA. Please don't forget to smash that subscribe button. It's 100% free. We do have more videos coming up on Green Tea Garden, so don't go nowhere. Also, check in my playlist if you need any more other videos.